he had to come from a fair way back, and wow, he really showed a terrific turn of speed to get over the top of him.
Yeah, he did. When you draw there, it's always hard with horses that can't get put into the race too early, and lead time was just average, and we were a long way back, and he got a nice drag into it, and I still didn't think we were close enough at the 400 when I had to peel around the trail, and once I did though, gee, he sprouted wings.
He certainly did. He's had his quirks throughout his career, but he's also shown to have an abundance of ability, and we saw him early days where he used to just fly the arm and really run along. He's now developed that versatility as well, once he's starting to learn how to race, to settle and come from behind.
Yeah, he's been a bit awkward at the start, not wanting to circle, so that's why he's out of the draw. But when he's off the front, there's not many horses that could beat him out of the gate.
Interesting enough, he won the Winters Trotters Cup back in 2016, so he is 3 years later, he's done it again.
Yeah, he's a good old horse. It just shows, the training efforts of Lils and Trace. They just seem to, he just keeps on keeping on. And, tonight, the further they went and better he got, it was made for one of the back markers. And, he just sat back there, and he was probably last at one stage, but he got into the race well, and, he done the rest up the straight.
I was just having a look at his prize money. He's won 346 before tonight, so another 17 jumps in. So 363,000 for a trotter. He's had a marvellous career.
Yeah, he has. So I've sort of started driving him at the end of his 3-year-old career, and I won a heat of the Breeders' Crown on him, and just went from there. He just was a really nice horse then, and the age might have caught up with him a bit now, but just tonight it was just real pleasing to see him win because he really deserved it.
She's got the job done again, Chris. That was her 9 starts, 7 wins. She's got a pretty smart record so far.
Oh yeah, she's a lovely filly. Just sort of keeps getting better and better, and she had to work for it tonight early, and the other one challenged her late, but she dug in really well.
She's had a great season. Is she going to continue on Breeders' Crown?
Oh, I'd say so. If she's, eligible, I'd say she'll be there. And, she's getting very tractable now. For a little while, she was galloping out the mobile, but she's really good now.
Has always shown from Day Dot, had above average ability, winning at Cobram on debut, and then put up some really good performances, had a few little issues, had a break, and as we spoke to Chris a little bit earlier on, I sort of alluded that he's probably peaking tonight, and he certainly did that.
Yeah, that's for sure, Rob. He had a good run, but he had to sprint quick because he was given the leader of a fair start at the 400, and they've run 27.6, so he's got home really well, and he always felt good in the run, and like you said before, he was a bit unlucky last week when he got second, and it's good for the owners and Gary and Debbie that he could win tonight.
Fantastic effort, and the race, there was a bit of tempo on early. You got into a really nice slot. I think probably the scratching helped a little bit too for you to get in at one horse closer.
Yeah, it just sort of probably made the difference between settling, sixth in the running line and being nearly last probably.
Mind you, he nearly had to jump out to get the horse over the line because it got close.
It did. Maritai is a very good horse, and this one, he was, as we said, first up for a year, but he had to work a fair bit to get to the front, and then the pressure came on, in the back straight, and they really put the gas on, and he sort of just knocked off a little bit when he got out in front, and then just, naturally got tired, but thankfully he held on.
Great training performance by Emma and Clayton to produce this horse. As you mentioned, 12 months down the track. His last run was in the 4-year-old final last year, or semi-final, was it the final? And he went absolutely enormous. He was such a good horse, and to come back in the way he has after such a long period and win first up at this level, outstanding.
Yeah, for sure, and he feels like a big slug when you're driving, but, he can peel off quarters in, 26 like that. So, he'll, as long as everything stays right with him, he'll, measure up to the really good ones.
He just kept running, and he looked the goods.
Yeah, he sort of, as I was just saying to the boys then, that he sort of was just doing it all on the bit the whole time, and he's just a sort of horse that he can run them quick sectionals and with quite a lot of ease.
He certainly can, and he's got great speed. We've seen him not only been able to do it from the front, but also when sitting back in the field, he's got that great unleash where he can sprint so fast.
Yeah, he can. He's very fast. So, he's got a lot of upside to him. He can do it tough, or he can sprint, sit off him and sprint. So yeah, there is a lot of upside to him.
Nice to be driving a special horse and getting that chance too.
Yeah, no, he's definitely the best horse I've had the opportunity to sit behind, and can't thank Craig enough for giving me the opportunity, because they're hard to get and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and look, I was talking to Darby McGuigan in the previous event, just, listening to him, how Emma Stewart's given him opportunities to drive Phoenix Prince, and for someone like yourself, you've gone through the pony trot races and done it a really strong apprenticeship too, learning the caper, and all of a sudden you sit behind a special horse, must give you a real kick along.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, and especially when you get to drive a horse like this that can do unimaginable things. It's pretty tough going when you're out wide, but credit to the horse, he's a really nice horse.
There was plenty of speed on. It was setting it up for you, and really when you came out wide on the track, you could just see him winding up like a truck, and he said, here I come.
Yeah, no, he just does it so effortlessly. He just lopes along, and just when he settles early, he's just got such a good turn of foot, and he's a really nice horse.
That was his 5th win from 18 starts and 10 placings, so the record speaks for itself.
Yeah, no, you'd love a stable full like him. He's got a good attitude, great racehorse. Tripped across the water to Tasmania and won their Easter Cup standing start feature. And my dad purchased him out of New Zealand, and he's been a great buy for him.
He certainly has. He's versatile. He's a relaxed customer too.
He is very much so, and they've got to be that way nowadays to compete at the level that they have to. So, he's a nice horse. By McArdle, 5-star Amber, horse that Adam Kelly and I had, by the same sire, and they're both sort of tarred with the same brush, really. They're not the best horses, but great race horses.
I would imagine some exciting times ahead with him.
Yeah, really, I think so as well. He first up, he probably got a run that didn't suit him. He sat in the breeze and got it a bit tough. And tonight he got it really easy and could sprint home. He felt really good tonight.
What's the plan for him?
I'm not sure. We'll just have to see now how he pulls up here, and then just keep, in the free falls, and then because he's such a nice horse. He's got such a good turn of foot, and when he's sort of close enough, he's really dangerous.
His 25th win. 12 of them have been from over the short course, and he was too strong, too fast, and too good.
Yeah, he was. No, it was probably a bit of an error. I tried to drive him a bit different last start and put him in the hunt, and he still ran a good race, but certainly wasn't as effective as just using him for his sheer speed tonight.
Well, we've seen quite often these type of races. There's always been in the past a horse that gets to a point where they start to dominate these type of races, and he's certainly in that zone at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. No, he's as good as anything that's going around, obviously, in this grade at the minute, and doing a very good job.